Hi Aquarius, this is your weekly reading for July 19th through the 25th. We're going to take a look at your current energies and any energies that are hanging around you, see what's going on. Let's just get right into it. Let's see what is going on with Aquarius for the next 7 days. I'm also going to take a look at your recent past and immediate future. What's going on with you right now? Okay. Aquarius, what immediately jumped out for you currently is the Five of Pentacles. That's telling me that you feel a little left out, a little outcast, maybe rejected in some way. This can be feeling quite withdrawn or detached, like things aren't quite going your way right now. We're going to look into that. And it's a big shift from the recent past. In the recent past, you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, somebody who's really confident, who has a lot going on, who's like cool as can be. And attached to you in the recent past is the Emperor. So it looks like you were in some sort of partnership, I don't know what kind, that was, you felt very confident in, and you felt like you were a good match. A very assertive duo. But currently the energy attached to you is the Two of Wands, which is like something that's just getting started, but you're not feeling it. So let's just clarify here. Let's see. Currently the energy between you and this person is one of change. So things are shifting. Things are not the same. The recent past, you have death as the energy between you and this very powerful person. So it looks like something came to an end and now you are in transition. But let's see, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, please. You might be, you know, the Five of Pentacles can be being detached, like literally, physically distanced, but also emotionally detached, like not opening up yourself. Opening yourself up, not opening up yourself. Let's clarify. Okay, you get the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and Temperance. Yeah, you know, I think you're coming out of something that you felt very attached to, something that there was a lot of love between the two of you. And you're feeling quite distanced from it at the moment. I don't know if that's real, though. It might just be like you've shut yourself down completely. Yeah, it looks like you've kind of shut down here. Let's see, why is the Two of Wands the energy attached to you? This is like an energy of just figuring something out. Let's see. Got the Magician. That's Gemini energy. You also have Temperance over here, that's Sagittarius. There's a lot of Sagittarius here. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you know, I think right now you're just doing your own thing, Aquarius. You had something very strong here in the past, and that's come to an end. And that came to an end because you want to change. Aquarians are so famous for blowing shit up in order to gain some sort of like new existence, like constantly reinventing yourself, for better or for worse, you know? But let's see, let's look at the Wheel of Fortune here in the current energy. What is this change here? It could also be like you're stuck in some sort of cycle. Let's see. You get the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Aquarius, answer me something. Are you constantly like blowing your life up and creating conflict and kind of turning your back on what was as a way to bring some sort of newness to your life? Because you don't have to do it that way. It is a method, absolutely, but it doesn't, it looks like you have a pattern of when you're done, you're done. And I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm just going to walk away, and you're going to have to deal with it because I need change. Something has to change. Let's look at you in the recent past here. It's the Queen of Wands. Somebody found you quite irresistible here in the recent past. Whoever this Emperor is. You have the Hangman, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. I think here in the recent past, you were feeling like you weren't receiving as much as you were giving. And I don't think you acted on it initially. I think you maybe stuck with these feelings for a while. And your pattern of not confronting things in a way of like trying to figure them out or talk them out put you in a state of stagnancy. The Hangman showing up for you here is really like you came to a dead end and you couldn't figure out like how to turn it around, so you just stayed stuck for a while. I think you were trying to kind of wait something out, see how things were going to play out. Let's look at the energy attached to you. Let's look at the Emperor here for the energy attached to you in the recent past. You get the Five of Cups, the Devil, and the Three of Swords. This person is heartbroken. This was like a very strong person, somebody who was pretty assertive, somebody who liked to be in control, and it looks like whatever this death was between you, it literally broke them. Aquarius. They really did not want to let this go. It looks like you had already made up your mind to move on, and they really didn't want to let this go. I can see this person hanging on quite tightly to you. Let's look at the Death card between you. Why is death between them in the recent past for Aquarius? You have the Three of Cups, the Fool, the Hermit, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. In the typical fashion here of you blowing things up, is it possible that you maybe moved on a little quickly in order to get this ball rolling? And I'm not trying to come down on you, Aquarius, whatsoever. We all have our flaws, we all have our patterns, but in the recent past, it seems like maybe you were seeking out some sort of lively other energies in order to push you in the right direction, in order to push you away from this partnership, and in order to push them out, right? If you don't want to tell someone, if you don't feel comfortable telling someone, if you're afraid to tell someone that you feel like things are coming to an end, that's going to have to be something that you work with and figure out, because pushing them away by infidelity or flirting with other people. That's just not the way to go about it. And I can see why this person is extremely heartbroken and really confused over this whole thing. Because it seems like it kind of came out of nowhere. It seemed like you guys were doing fairly well and well matched also. And that could be why you've turned yourself off in the current moment, not wanting to feel responsible for hurting this person, perhaps. I'm sure that you felt that they hurt you, which is why you wanted to leave in the first place. In the immediate future, you're showing up here as the Seven of Swords, which can be very pleasure-seeking. Again, can be somebody who is excessive and constantly wanting more, and it's not because it feels good. It's to mask pain. It's to hide any shame or guilt that you're feeling underneath whatever else you have going on. And let's clarify that for you, Aquarius. And keep in mind, these rules can be reversed. Absolutely. But I am picking this up on your side here. You have the Five of Pentacles again, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're bringing whatever you're feeling right now, this detached, emotionally detached energy, you're carrying that straight on into the immediate future. And it's not helping your situation at all. It's going to make you... you know, anything that we do with repetition becomes a habit, and you don't want to create a habit of not having your heart open. You don't want to create a habit of blowing things up and then feeling guilty and then not dealing with it and doing it over and over and over again. Eventually, it's just going to be the only way you know, and it's not healthy, Aquarius. It's not healthy. It's going to create a profound loneliness in your life. And that's not to say that you can't turn things around. The energy attached to you in the immediate future is the World. I don't see this as another person. I see this as you doing exactly what I just said, which is hitting the reset button, trying to turn things around for yourself. I think you're realizing here in the near future that this isn't working out. The way that you're going about things isn't working out. And you need a better beginning, right? Let's clarify. You have the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're changing things up again. The Emperor shows up here again in the immediate future. I don't know necessarily if that's the person from the recent past, but if it is, I don't think they're coming in to reconcile, unfortunately. It seems like they're coming in and just... It's like closure. You might reach out to them to get some kind of closure, maybe to apologize. You have the Page of Swords as the energy between you. That can talk about apologies. That can talk about communication, however small. Either this person is coming towards you to apologize, or vice versa, or maybe you're coming, you're having like a meeting of the minds, of summit of sorts, where you both just say, like, let's let bygones be bygones and have a nice life. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. What's this conversation about? What's this communication coming in between the two of them, between Aquarius and the person in the immediate future? You have the Lover's card, the Sun, and the Four of Swords. This might be a conversation about getting back together. I don't know. It doesn't look like you guys are really in the same place, necessarily. So, whatever it is, it looks like it brings you some peace. It looks like if you feel like there's something that needs to be said, that it's saying that you should say it, because it looks like it brings you peace, and it creates a scenario where instead of any turbulent feelings that are associated with this relationship from the past can be healed here in the future with this conversation. I want to get you some advice, Aquarius. Aquarius, you have Aries, you have yourself, you have Scorpio here, Sagittarius a few times, Aries a few times. Could be any sign. Those are the big ones right here. Capricorn. What is some advice for Aquarius, please? Let's get them some advice for the next 7 days. We also have Virgo showing up. All right, you have the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the King of Swords. Yeah, this is just about speaking your mind. This is about say what's on your mind. Don't feel like you have to mince words. The damage is done. Anything you say is not going to make it worse unless you tell them that, you know, you wish they would walk off a cliff or something, but I don't think that that's something that you would do. Yeah, it's just really about getting straight to the point, cutting through the bullshit, and moving forward. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.